If you don't want to objectively define labels, go live in a hole somewhere. Maybe we want to be, very vague. That's still very possible with using objectively defined words. Objectively defined abstract words.
So I definitely agree with this idea of not trying to make our words be objective in the sense that they line up with reality objectively, but just that they are defined objectively and that we use them objectively and that we all, I mean, that just means we all speak the same language, really. Um, we all speak in such a way that we use words to mean pretty definite ideas, and we don't just treat words like they're interchangeable.
Right now, our language does not have the potential to express concepts to the point where they cannot be misinterpreted.
And I don't think that's ever going to change, is it? I mean, that's just the nature of language. We can get better, but there's always a certain amount of interpretation involved.
Language cannot be, nor has it ever been, an objective map of reality. I agree.
That's good.
You talked about chakras in one of your videos, and now, I don't know a whole lot about chakras.
I don't really understand it well either. I just thought of them because you were using various parts of the body to as metaphors for ways of thinking and characterizing and experiencing the world. And I think that's what chakras really are. It's that there are varying levels of identity that you can associate your consciousness with, or you can focus on. And if you're the kind of person that always makes gut decisions, you're going to be focusing on your gut consciousness. If you're a very compassionate person, you're going to be focusing on your heart consciousness. And if you're a very intellectual person, you'll be focusing on your mental consciousness. If you're a very spiritual person, you'll be focusing on your crown chakra, and which is intuition, say. But they're just metaphors. That's all I ever considered them as. Centers of energy, sure, yeah. Just another metaphor, though.
And also being poetic. I think you can be very poetic with this idea too. You can still be you can use the non-literal representations of the words, if you like. Ambiguality? Is that a word? Ambiguality? Sure. My beef with language is that it does not support precise expression.
Well, I agree with that. But I don't have a beef with language because it doesn't support precise expression. I think precise expression is expressed by mathematics, and if we want to be exact about something and objective and truly objective about the world itself, then we should use math. Uh, if we want to speak to each other, though, in a meaningful way, culturally, individually, as living human beings, then we have to use this sort of ambiguous language. I don't mind it so much, so I think it's a beautiful language, isn't it? Especially when you're poetic. If we were all poets and we could all communicate metaphorically with one another, wouldn't that convey just as much, if not more, meaning than some kind of an objective system would?